As the highly anticipated super fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford heats up, many seasoned boxing experts are raising concerns. They warn that Canelo might face a tougher challenge than he expects from the slick, skilled American fighter.
Facts.
And Canelo only need one punch. You know what I mean? That really, basically, that's what it boils down to. I think Canelo only need one shot to change the game or change the fight. Crawford gonna have to stay consistent and win out. Gonna have to get ahead and stay ahead. You know what I mean? And then also looming is the controversy. Can Crawford win a close decision? I could never win a close decision. I never won a close decision. That's what's looming. I think if Crawford is gonna guarantee victory, he gotta stop him.
A man who ain't been stopped.
He gotta stop him, bro.
Yeah, challenge.
So that's gonna be the challenge. So I like Bud. I've always loved Bud, bro. But he in for a hell of a fight. If Saul show up, it's gonna be a problem. You heard?
Liam Smith, a veteran from Liverpool who fought Canelo in 2016, has expressed his belief that Canelo will ultimately win, but not without difficulty. Smith was knocked out by Canelo in the 9th round with a fierce left hook to the body. He notes that Canelo is taking this fight very seriously, evidenced by his decision to bring in top welterweight contender Jaron Ennis for sparring. Smith said, "It shows you how serious Canelo is about this fight. If he's bringing in Ennis, who's a great fighter, he's preparing well." Supporters of Canelo, including former WBC light welterweight champion Regis Prograis, also weigh in. Prograis acknowledges Crawford's skills but argues that age and experience will be crucial. At 35, Canelo is the younger and physically stronger man. Prograis points out Crawford's smaller frame, especially compared to fighters like Sergey Kovalev and Gennady Golovkin, and believes Canelo's size and super middleweight experience will give him an edge.
You know, I think that Crawford has the ability to outbox Canelo. You gotta look at it, and then Canelo's older. Crawford has the ability, but he's small, you know, and he can look bigger Crawford could look bigger in the weigh-ins and all that stuff, but it's always a difference. When you get in that fight with somebody, you can tell. Same thing with Jamel. Jamel fought him, the twin. He fought Crawford, and in all the stuff, the weigh-ins and the press conference, Jamel looked like the bigger man. You know, his head, his neck, everything looked bigger. But when they got in the fight, you can tell. You can see who really was the bigger man. And I think that's the same thing. Crawford is putting on weight, but it's not weight. Like Canelo had the weight already. He doesn't have to put on muscle. He doesn't have to do that. He's already big like that. But I think that Crawford does have the style. He does have the style to beat him. If you look at the people that beat him or gave him troubles, Irislan, DeLaura, Austin Trout, Floyd, and Bivol, you know, they gave him trouble and stuff like that. And Skull moved around a little bit too. So I think that Crawford has that. But I don't know how Crawford is going to respond when he gets hit. Same thing with Jamel. Jamel was undisputed at 154. And Canelo hit him and shit. Jamel was like, hell no. Jamel took a knee. You know, so it's a big difference. And Crawford had that one fight at 154, and he didn't, you know, Madrimov would touch him up a little bit. And this is nowhere close to Madrimov. You talk about Canelo. Now, if it was just another bigger guy, I would go with Crawford. But you talk about this might be, I mean, people might kill me for it, but well, not really, but this might be the best Mexican fighter ever.
Conversely, former opponent Jeff Horn offers a more optimistic view for Crawford. Horn, who suffered a TKO loss to Crawford and a KO from Canelo, believes Crawford's unique boxing style could be the key. Horn praises Crawford's ability to control distance and make opponents walk into his punches. He emphasizes that Crawford's skill in adjusting and utilizing his opponent's momentum makes him especially dangerous.
Look, it has to be. Like, I don't know if it's even been done before like this, but I don't think anyone's been successful at least at it. But he's got to. It's going to be tough. Like, I don't know how he's going to do it. But I just know Crawford is so smart in that boxing ring that if anyone's to do it, he's definitely someone that can do it. So the weight stuff should be a rule, and it is in boxing that you're just not meant to jump it. You're not meant to jump multiple weight divisions like he's doing. But if it's Terence Crawford and he's smart out there and he knows what Canelo has to offer, because Canelo's one, he's jumped up from weight divisions too. Like, he used to be a welterweight a fairly long time ago, like I was.
Among Crawford's supporters, former world champion Amir Khan stands out. Khan, who fought both Canelo and Crawford, admits that Canelo's raw power is unmatched, but he believes Crawford's superior boxing IQ and adaptability could help him outthink and outmaneuver the Mexican champion. Khan lost to Canelo by KO in 2016 but was stopped by Crawford in 2019 when his corner threw in the towel after a low blow. He feels Crawford's ring intelligence may give him the edge.
Look, both fighters are great. They're both great at what they do. I thought Canelo, he was easier to hit. He had slow feet, but fast hands. I never expected him to have the fast hands he had. And obviously, he has a lot of power. So that's one thing Crawford has to worry about, the size and the power. But then again, I saw a picture of Crawford where he was weighing around about 180 pounds, looked strong, looked big. And I think he holds the weight well. And he's another fighter that's very strong, very powerful. So, you know what? I do lean more towards Crawford in this fight because he's the more fresher fighter. He's not been in too many wars like Canelo's been in. But look, like I said, this is a top level boxing. So I don't know who's gonna win. But like I said, I do lean more towards Crawford.
Boxing legend Roy Jones Jr. also weighs in, highlighting Crawford as a prime example of what a skilled smaller fighter can achieve against larger opponents. Jones explains that while size often confers an advantage, exceptional skill and ring intelligence can defy that rule. With Crawford's success in becoming undisputed in 2 weight classes, Jones believes his ability to adapt could give him the edge over Canelo despite the size difference.
I don't think Terence dealing with much of anything because Terence did like I did as a heavyweight. He bulked up to the weight. He been dealing with super middles and light heavyweights in training. If you can deal with him in training, you can deal with him in the fight. So the weight should not even be an issue.
Do you think Terence is that one fighter where he could accomplish what a lot of people are thinking is not doable? Is he that one fighter who's just wired and has that different DNA?
He is, and not only to mention is he the guy that can, he's already done it. How many 2 or 3 division undisputed champions have we ever had besides Usyk is a 2 division undisputed champ? This dude is a 3 division undisputed champ already, and if he win this, he'll be a 4 division undisputed champ. We may never see that again. See, people don't like to celebrate the reality when it's happening. They'll wait till the person dead and they talk about it. This man is the only 3 division undisputed champion that boxing has ever had. And we're asking, are we wondering, can he step up to a task? Really? Do you know who we're talking about? A good big guy does beat a good bad guy, but a great little guy, does beat a great small guy, but a great small guy beats a good big guy. We might be talking about a great small guy here. We'll find out after the fight. But we may be talking about, which I think we already are, but I think we're not talking about a good small guy. I think we're talking about a great small guy. You understand me? So this great small guy, like you saw with me, a great small guy can do anything.
Dmitry Bivol, who handed Canelo his most recent loss in 2022, believes Crawford has the potential to win but warns of the hurdles. Bivol notes that transitioning to super middleweight presents mental as well as physical challenges. Crawford will need to adjust to Canelo's power and deal with the mental aspects of fighting at a heavier weight, which could be a significant factor.